Hi, I'm Jo Wright. I'm Devolution Magazine.co.uk. And my socials are Goth Girl Writing on Instagram and on Facebook. I've got the hot dam with me. I've got Lizzie and Jill. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you're really busy at the minute.
Oh, not at
That's
all. No
fine.
problem.
Thank you.
We are, but we'd love to chat. We love to spread the
Oh,
word about it. So thank you for
oh,
having us.
awesome. And I've got a special backdrop.
Yay!
But it gets better because I don't know if you can see this because my dog was there a second ago. Can you see that? Can you see Henry?
Oh my God, you've got a
Oh,
Labrador.
He's in his unicorn
oh
outfit. He's in his
Oh my
unicorn
God.
outfit. But literally, it's really raining hard, and he's a Labrador, but he's a scared Labrador, so he's gone off to
Mine's a scared Labrador.
play. Oh, what's yours
He's
called?
scared of everything.
Oh, what colour is he?
He's a black lab too.
That's so weird. So he doesn't like the rain or the
No,
sun.
no.
Oh, bless him.
Or the crackles in the fireplace, or the toaster when it pops up. And it, no, sorry, not when it pops up, when it dings.
Oh, what's he called?
Ash.
Ash. Oh, bless him. Henry's a proper scaredy cat. He is just. I forget what. I wish he'd come through. Our old lab Otis, you could take him to fireworks displays. He loved it. He didn't care. But Henry, it's just awful. I even have an electric car, so he can't be scared of the bloody engine. He's just
Oh.
bless him. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, have you been doing press all day?
yeah, since I'm
Yes.
Is I don't therefore want to start on questions that you've been
not
asked all
always.
day. Like, oh
No,
God,
no, you do you. We will
oh,
do.
thank
Yeah,
It's
happy.
just I
Don't
think,
worry.
oh God, I should just write a memo. Let's okay, so I'm going to start with just something really sweary. I love how Jill, your voice, you have the most beautiful voice. It's
Oh,
sweet and it's soulful. It's just, are you classically trained, may I ask?
oh God, no, no.
Really? You
I
just sing
like
like that?
real voice.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
it's absolutely lovely. So sweet.
I'm a bit like Roger Daltrey in that respect. I don't know, it's just cringe at the sound of your own voice, really. But
I,
no,
yeah.
I when I started a band, nobody wanted to sing because they were too shy, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, we need to start doing it. So I just like I'll just sing until we find a
Oh,
singer.
good for
And
you.
20 still doing it.
Good for
Got
you.
better.
Oh, no, it's beautiful. I thought you were going to tell me you're classically trained, but it's sort of that old thing. I want someone to do it. Fine, I'll do it. Yeah, a lot of bad things have happened to me. Like, oh, fine, I will do it. But I feel that you being lead singer of the Hot Dam is actually a very good thing.
Oh,
Yeah, awesome. Yes, the sweary aspects. I love how you can just sing motherfucker so happily, and you sort of get out of the car, you're singing around the house like, oh, I'm doing a really big swear here. It's a skill, hey, to be able to swear so sweetly.
um, I don't think it is. Do you know
No?
what? I think it's a little bit like Gaelic, like the Scottish language.
Yeah.
It's if we don't use it, it's gonna die. Not that I can speak Gaelic, but I can swear a lot. Um,
And
so
that's basically the same.
I love it. I love swearing. I do.
I love a
I don't.
swear.
It
I
makes you
mean,
feel.
what's there not to love?
Yeah.
You know, it's verbalizing your feelings in like, I don't know, maybe I sound like an English teacher or whatever, but like swearing to me is like onomatopoeic in a way, isn't it?
Mm. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if you
I
want to
think,
say fuck and it really comes from within,
yeah.
yeah, it
And the word fuck is amazing.
Oh,
You know, it can be like, what the fuck? Or it could be like, fuck yeah. It could be like, fuck's sake. It can be so
noun,
many things.
adjective, it's
Exactly.
everything.
It's
Yeah.
like, I think it's the most versatile word in the English language.
I think it is.
Like when your parents or your teachers telling you not to use colorful language. It's like, why would you not use colorful language? Like
Yeah.
color is amazing.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes people sit up and listen as well.
Mm.
This conversation is really taking a turn for the worst, and I'm here for that. So I'm a bugger in that I will use little sexual nuances in my reviews to get attention. And it's a really cheap trick. And I know I'm doing it, but I just can't help myself. So I've just done a review of Dogfest, which were Ferocious Dog and a load of other bands. And there was one band, literally 11 people on stage. So I had to put size, comma, they tell Jo Wright, isn't important. And I think I'm hilarious doing that. But I don't know.
I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it.
Love it.
I just make myself
Do it.
cool. Yeah, let's try to. And so also just going on with the swearing thing again. And my car doesn't stop unless I get out of it, and the music doesn't stop. So I was like in Sainsbury's car park, opened my passenger door to assess where I was in the parking bay, nowhere near the lines. But of course, I've got automatic blaring out in the middle of Spalding, and you just forget the lyrics because the music is sweet, your voice is sweet, but actually there's a bit more grit in there.
Yeah, I love it. I think we did draw the line at the C word, but that's because that's a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
I personally love it, but
We only drew the line on this album, though. We don't know about the next one.
Yeah, we've got to have somewhere to go, so we need
Exactly.
to.
I was quite
some.
surprised this was your debut album. I didn't realise. And but then I was talking to Deb Posey the other day, and Danielle said that EPs in the industry, people want EPs, and Danielle found that she wants to put out an album as a badge of honour. Is it the same for you?
Always just felt like an EP was a waste of time. I don't know. You can't really. You EPs in my head are for that's what you send to a record label. That's what you send to, your best 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really, in my head, be for the general public. I mean, I'm quite old school in the way that you would just do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And do it. If you're gonna do it right, I don't know, maybe I'm old fashioned like that, but yeah, I don't see the point of EPs unless you're pitching to a label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
An
think
album's a journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you don't want to cut the journey short.
Or spoil it by giving it away too early. I don't know, we kind of did it backwards where we released a single every 8 months for 4 years and then
Yeah.
brought it all out at the same time as well. But yeah, we like to do things different.
I think people like to have something to hold as well because you've released on vinyl, haven't you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Are you fans of vinyl?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And I think, I know, it's our vinyl and, maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think our vinyl is fucking cool.
It's
We got a splatter one, which looks sick.
Yeah.
And the yellow one is cool as well. Like, we didn't bother with the black one because, well, we don't bother with black anything in this band, not black stage hair and not black records. So so I think we'd be being a little bit we'd be going against our ethos if we decided to do a black record,
Yeah, you like it colourful. Hey, colourful language, colourful outfits.
Exactly. Like there are so many other bands, they've got that down. They can do that. They can crack on. They've got their stage blacks.
Yes.
They've got their, whatevers. We've been there, done that. We're sick of that. We just want to spice up your life.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw you on stage at Primordial. Oh gosh, 3 years ago, maybe.
It was not 3 years ago, was it?
But it was. I bet it easy was. Was it
Oh my God. No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Lincoln.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Time absolutely flies. You've got a headline tour coming up. Excited?
Yeah, we're super excited. I think it's the first time that we're headlining with our album behind us, and
Yes.
we're finally able to show it off and kind of show everyone what it is that we've been playing for the last 3 or 4 years. Well, 4 years, I guess, really, isn't it? But it's it's a really exciting time for us, I think, and we're super. I think we're just super stoked. We can't wait really to get out there and do it. We've got the warm-up show next weekend with our besties, these Wicked Rivers.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's going to be great fun to finally have the album behind us when we're touring. It's going to be good.
And
I
everyone
think
will
we
know the
always had
songs.
that joke. Oh, sorry. We always had that joke, didn't we? Like, oh, when the album ever comes out, when it
Yeah.
ever comes out. And now it's out. It's actually out. We've got shows with it. It's just a totally different. Oh, it's out. Oh my God, it actually happened.
Yeah, it's
So,
happening. It's actually happening. So exciting. And people are going to know the songs because we've got the album. So that's going to bring a new dimension to your shows. You have to
they
sing,
can
Jill.
actually
You could just
sing
hold the
first.
mic out.
They can get the swears in the right places. It's going to be great. Yeah, they can
Absolutely.
sing along.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. And what's your favorite thing about touring?
Um,
I think it is just meeting people
Yeah,
and meeting new fans, meeting well old fans,
yeah.
meeting new faces. I think just we don't like to blow our own trumpets or whatever, but you know, just the nice things that people have to say, and
I mean,
it just kind of it gives you a warm fuzzy feeling, and it makes it all worthwhile. You know what I mean? We can meet people in the flesh and just spend a little bit of time with them at merch.
yes,
Um,
that means the world to people as well, doesn't it?
yeah,
It just, I think bands are so much more in tune with their fans now, and it's lovely to see them at the merch. And you make someone's
yeah.
day, you know. So Henry's on his way. He's just not quite brave enough to come in. Hang on, it's the
Oh,
laptop. Hang on. I got the hang of it.
oh,
Ow.
exactly like my doggy, and he's got
Hang
food.
on. That's his tail. Yes, good. Now he's kicking me. There we go.
Oh, I 15 out of 10 would pat you.
Oh,
Oh my God,
Yes.
Henry looks exactly like my dog.
Yes.
he's got Jack.
Oh, jolly good. Oh, hang on, Henry. You do that then. So I was looking at Spotify. So you've had more than 85,000 streams for. Oh, I didn't write the song down. What an idiot. It'd be I Didn't Like You Anyway,
Dance.
wouldn't it?
I think it's
That's
Dance
big.
Around, actually.
That's big, isn't it? Oh, really? And Damn
I
Damn
think so.
Damn 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 more than 40,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that's proper good, isn't it? Figures
That's
wise.
mad.
Ah,
That is
wow.
madness. I think we were super lucky with a couple of playlists that picked them up.
Okay.
Some Spotify editorial ones, which was really, really cool because I don't think we did anything for that.
Really?
Like we no, they just grabbed them. They just liked them, I think. So that was really, really lucky for us. And
That's super helpful because you're doing sort of everything yourselves, aren't you? Bands now,
we
you got
are,
everything.
yeah.
And yeah, just publicity, socials. I know this is about me, but like today, one of my reviews sort of blew up, and I can't cope. I can't. So how on earth do you guys juggle everything? Because you work as well.
Oh,
You have day jobs.
We do, yeah, we do.
yeah, we
What do you all
do.
do?
Boring
Well,
things.
well,
I'm not going to
two.
guess.
I don't think you will guess. Two out of four of us work with the dead. That's goth as fuck. That is.
Yeah, I arrange funerals,
That's
work
amazing.
with the dead. Laurie, the other guitar player,
Yeah,
she's an undertaker, so
yeah,
yeah, we
that's
both
really interesting.
work in the death industry. It was her that got me into it, so blame her. But Josie manages these Wicked Rivers, and Lizzie is I don't know your new title. What's your new title?
I work in insurance, but I've got a tattoo that says death on it. So that
That's
makes me a top
cool.
goth.
That is cool. That is
That makes
cool.
me a top goth too. I can play. I can play.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't have any tattoos. Just because
That's probably more counterculture these days than actually having tattoos.
it's like they don't come off. But had to take all my piercings out when I left university because I got a proper job. And back then you couldn't have any piercings. And again, thankfully, it's all changed. But I don't even have any earrings. All my earrings have gone anyway. I'm doing such a bad interview. I'm just having a really nice chat and hugging my dog. He is Charlie good.
I 15 out of 10 would die for your dog. I'm just saying.
He's just a booty, aren't you? You're a lovely boy.
I
What
need
does
a
Ash do? Sorry, go on. He's just a proper mama's boy. He was at the vet's today just for his kennel cough and his vaccinations.
Scared of that too.
Yes, he was very, very brave. What else do you want to ask Henry? Do you? You're going on a cruise with Chris Jericho as well in January.
We are, and we'd like to bring Henry along.
Yes,
He
we
might
can.
be scared. He doesn't swim. Henry can't swim.
Oh, mine's got a life jacket
Oh,
because he's a lab and he likes jumping over the side of boats.
bless him.
Rowing boats, obviously, not cruise ships, but you know, when my stepdad takes him fishing, he jumps over the side and then can't get back in, so he needs a life jacket.
Oh,
For sure. You must be super excited because do you set sail from Miami?
yeah, Miami to
Dominican Republic.
That is rock and roll.
Caribbean.
I don't know whether this is a gig or a holiday.
Wow. I mean, we've got to do what, 2 gigs, but
2 60 minutes, I think. That's all we need to do to sing for our supper.
Sounds perfect. Sounds like a good deal. How exciting. And then you're in Europe as well, aren't you, before that? So you're headlining November, Europe, and then off to Miami. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Your album's also charted, hasn't it? I've got number
it
2 on
has.
the Breakers chart, 3 on the rock chart, 11 on the indie chart. You must be thrilled with that.
You know what? I'm actually going private jet shopping tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
you know.
You could get another Labrador as well. You could fill it with Labradors.
Oh my God. That's what actually you read my mind. I'm going to get a private jet and fill it with Labradors. I mean,
I'm trying to think of a natty little airline title, but it's not coming fast enough.
but it just sounds so great, doesn't it? That's the thing. It just sounds like the best flight you'd ever be on.
Oh, Labrador. You know what I do as a day job? I sacked off the real world a couple of years ago. I have a little dog walking business. And I
Oh
am
my God.
I'm the happiest girl in the world.
I
Honestly.
bet.
Oh, it's an absolute joy. And my husband's an accountant, and he's like nagging me constantly, will you please send your invoices? I'm just happy to walk, to walk dogs. I get customers. Could we have an invoice? Maybe. Can I just walk your dog, please?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just the best. And my sister, however, would be a music teacher. So she's kind of keeping it all alive, and she gets really frustrated because you go to school meetings and they're banging about science, about maths and English, but nothing about music and the arts. Does that frustrate you too?
oh yeah,
100%.
yeah. I could have sacked off English and maths as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Just I think, when you relate to something, you need to be encouraged to follow that. Had we, luckily I got to play clarinet in school, and you were encouraged to play piano and
Yeah.
sing choirs. You could get out of class if you sang in the choir, which was
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I was quite lucky in that respect, that they had a great arts and music programs at my school, which was
That's good.
yeah. I don't think I would have been here otherwise.
Really? That's how important it is.
Yeah.
My mum's a teacher. Well, she's not a teacher anymore. She's retired, but she used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
And because when I was in primary school, I'm sure you were the same, Jill. Like music lessons were free. You just turned up and you were like, well, what do you want to learn? and you just, you had to like get your own instrument or whatever, but the lessons themselves were free. And I swear to God, like I wouldn't be playing music unless I'd had that starter. And my mum always says, as a teacher all her life, you know, academia is one form of intelligence,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it is
yeah.
not the be all and end all. And actually, some of the most academic people I know can't even tie their own shoelaces.
Mad. Yeah.
And then there's like emotional intelligence, there's creative intelligence, there's so many different forms of intelligence. But I mean, don't get me started, because I'll just go down the route of how much I hate the last 14 years of Tory government. But it, just gradually stripping away more and more from the creative industries and the arts,
Yeah.
And then I think that the final nail in the coffin was, well, everyone needs to learn maths and
Oh,
English until 18. And I was like, I
no.
I to this day can't even really use a calculator. I don't know how to do it. I'm terrible at it. I need to get my boyfriend to add things for me, because I can't even do maths at the gym when I'm like trying to figure out how much I need to lift. Like I can't even do that. And I'd have literally had a nervous breakdown if I had to learn like maths until I was 18. So it's not music, creativity, art, design, writing, any form of creative outlet is so important. It's more important than anything else, I think. And I think if we had more funding for programs like that in schools, we'd see less crime, we'd see less, you know, we'd, I think the world would be a better place. But that's my 10 cents on politics for today and music. Sorry.
I'll never apologize. But you're absolutely correct, though, aren't you? If we don't have writing, music, art, what have we got? We got nothing, because we go and we listen to bands. Well, we've had enough of everyday life, which would be maths,
Yeah,
which would be, I look forward to getting in the car and putting my music on.
100%.
It's just simple. I bet when you're at the gym as well, because if you're lifting, you'll have your music on. I mean, no one wants to listen
Exactly.
to us at the gym.
Exactly.
Um,
And music therapy is so important as well. People who have, like Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever, they listen to, like, I don't know, their wedding song dance or whatever, and they can remember everything. It's just, it's magical. You want to know the closest thing you can get to magic is bloody music.
spot on. I've been, because my daughter's just started secondary school, and my son's in year 10, so we've had a couple of meetings about GCSEs and about starting year 7 and about having a quiet place to work. And if you must listen to music, must be classical. We got out and I said to Dan, do you reckon I listen to classical music, boy? Can you imagine what I was listening to? And I didn't do too bad. And yet, already they're being our kids. Like, this is just stupid. Just get C's or whatever and just play your sport.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right. Sorry, Jill. I'm just banging on now, and you're sat there. Should I step in?
No, I totally agree. It's forcing people as well, like to do something like I scraped through maths and English, but it was like I didn't realize at the time probably had ADHD from growing up.
Yeah.
It's quite recognizable now to
Yes.
notice these things, but it sometimes your brain just can't do maths. It just doesn't work that way. And it's, what are you going to do with the people who just struggle to do it? It's force them all you want, but it's just mental. It's just chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear completely what you're saying. Should we talk about your album quickly? Because I haven't
Oh
actually.
yeah, that's why we're here.
So, Dancing on the Milky Way, which is a line from "I Didn't Like You Anyway," isn't it? Um, tell me quickly about your writing process. Would you start with the lyrics, the music, an idea, something you've heard or read or something pissed you off? Boyfriend? Did you
I
remember?
start with
Oh, amazing.
start with um titles, actually,
Yes.
music titles. Um and form a vibe, and then
Yeah, cool.
I write like what's called a wet pancake, which
Go
is
on.
just like a really wet song,
Yeah.
kind of loosely formed, mumbled melodies over it, and then just, yeah, kind of sort of piece it together with a vibe, with a sort of bits and pieces, and then sort of send it to the girls, say like, can work on this, got this. And we sort of re-record it, flesh it out a bit, and then I think the lyrics is the last part really because it's too hard. Sometimes though, like Didn't Like You Anyway, I just wrote that completely out first, all the way through in the bath actually. Just
Yeah,
came
awesome.
out. Yep, just wrote the whole thing. And I think we only changed maybe 2 lines for the whole song. But yeah, sometimes it comes just right out, and sometimes it takes a while.
It was sometimes meant to be. What about musical influences? Who do you listen to at the minute, and who shaped you when you were younger?
Ooh.
You can take your
Right
time.
now,
Just waggle a unicorn.
My guilty pleasure is a little bit of she's everywhere, but it's total earworm.
Go on.
Like stuff. Chapel Rowan is absolutely everywhere right now, and I can't get it out of my head. It's good earworms if that's what you're into, and that's what we're into. So it's food for thought. But growing up, I was all about the 70s, Sweet, the Stones, the Beatles, the Them, Queen, just banging tunes really. Glam rock, the Damned, punk, Ramones, just like, and it kind of changed as it went. I got into sort of girl rock and things like Bikini Kill and Hole and stuff like that, and I think it just grew and grew, and yeah.
What about you, Lizzie?
I'm quite cliche with that, I think. Growing up, I was listening to, I was a new metal era kid, I was all about the System of a Down, the Limp Bizkit.
Oh yeah.
I started listening to Limp Bizkit again. Is it weird that I'm on Fred Durst now? Is that weird?
What you mean, current Fred Durst or 90s?
Like old man Fred Durst. Let's not put that in the interview. I need some street cred remaining.
Nothing with you, not at you.
My nan used to say that when she was clearly laughing at me. Nirvana as well, I think. Nirvana got me into rock music. And then I guess like, bands like Million Dead, McCluskey, as we know, Jill, we bond over that. Loads of metal. I never really was big into I like Metallica as much as the next person, but I was never that big into bands like that. I did get big into hair metal at one point.
Yes,
I was big into Crew and Whitesnake and all of that. And all the fancy dress parties I went to, I had massive hair, which was great. And then I like death metal. I stray a bit into black metal, but I don't really. I don't know any bands or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. So I don't really stray too much into it. Maybe that's the ultimate cool though, because you know what black metalers are like. They're unless it's recorded on your children's Fisher-Price cassette tape machine, on a with the microphone, it's not black metal enough, So maybe the fact I just don't know any of the bands. Maybe that's the ultimate call in black metal. I don't know.
And the wind blowing from the eaves.
Yeah, and if I can read the band logo.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely.
Although Party Cannon, I think we're the pop rock equivalent of Party Cannon. I think.
What do you think, Unicorn?
I think they'd like a unicorn.
Like a unicorn.
It doesn't. Just people just need to stop trying to be too cool for school.
Get over yourself.
Exactly. Embrace the cheese. We all like a bit of serious music, but come on, let's just embrace the cheese.
Have a laugh. Just have a laugh and don't be a dick.
Be a laugh, don't be a dick. Exactly. Have a laugh, don't be a dick. Absolutely right. There's enough stuff going on in the world right now that is shit. So you don't need to be all seriously serious.
Just be nice, just be kind. That's what I always
Exactly.
say. It just comes down to this, doesn't it? Just be a decent human being.
If you could be one thing, be kind. I know it's like almost as bad as live, laugh, love, but that is a good slogan.
Yeah, I don't want to stop talking to you guys, but I'm going to have to because the last thing I want is for Zoom to cut me off. So your last memory of me is going.
I
Um,
will take a picture of it and post it on Instagram.
if you wouldn't mind, that would be absolutely outstanding. I've just absolutely loved talking to you girls. I didn't really invite many questions down because I figured I wouldn't have to. All I did was concentrate on nicking my daughter's unicorns.
I love your daughter's unicorn, so please do pass on our collective thanks.
She's literally just WhatsApped me, just put mum in capital letters, and she's obviously upstairs. I have no idea what I have done. I don't know what I've done, but I'm in trouble for something.
Could be anything at this point.
Unless Henry's gone and sat on her, which is awful. So he goes and sleeps on her bed. It's hard to do. But yeah. Oh, hang on. What have I done? Can we cancel that order and order a different tutu because the tutu won't arrive in time?
That's really funny because that's just like the message I sent to Josie earlier.
But I've actually ordered a second tutu. It's going to come on Prime. So I'm going to have two.
See, Josie didn't order me the second tutu.
I can send you it. It's bright green. She's going as a little alien to a Halloween disco.
Josie needs a bright green tutu.
I'm going to have spare. I think Josie's from my area, isn't she? She's from roundabout Spalding.
Originally. I think she is, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, again, so I really have to go because otherwise you really are going to get them. Thank you, honestly, and I wish you so much luck with your tour and so much luck with your new album. And I
Thank
hope
you so much.
First of many, because you're lovely, you're amazing people, and it comes through on your music as well. That you love what you do, and you cannot listen to Dance of the Milky Way without being happy, without smiling. And hey, that's what music is about. And I can read your logo as well. Which is
well, we are thinking of having a death metal t-shirt made just for a laugh.
I would wear that for you. Girls, thank you ever so much.